Hello and welcome to Thriftmas, where I'm going to 24 different thrift stores, no repeats, and I am trying to pull the maximum amount of value out of each thrift store. The thrift store for today's video is going to be the Parish Thrift Shop in Poquoson, Virginia. I have only been here once before and I found like 2 things, so we'll see if I have better luck today. All right, as soon as you walk in the door, you are greeted with books, which I love being greeted by books as soon as I walk into a thrift store. I did actually pick up a couple of them, and I'll show you that in the haul. This is some Syracuse china, this mid-century set. They wanted $15 for it, and I don't like it when stuff gets taped together like that because I can't check to see if the inside is chipped or cracked. So I left those behind. They wanted only $3 for this cute little coaster set, so I put that in my cart. This would have been super helpful when I was trying to do that thrifted treats video, because that was a pain to peel all those apples. I just wanted to see what this was because it was big and it looked really cool. It had no mark on it whatsoever, and that was too heavy to want to try to ship, but it was pretty. Hopefully someone took that home with them. This is a rabbit wine glass, and what I'm trying to tell you here is that if it had the insert that goes inside the top, I would have taken that with me. It's my first time finding Mizzen in Maine. I can't believe I found it in Poquoson. I was so geeked out when I saw this. I got just as excited when I found Delias. I found vintage 90s Delias. So this one in my basket, you can see how full my basket is at this point. This is a Star Wars piece. This is by Neff, and I saw that it's a size medium. This is actually a men's medium. I know that because I tried it on, and it's very comfortably baggy on me. I normally wear a men's small. I saw this vintage sweatshirt thing, but I decided to leave that behind. This is another sweatshirt thing. This is junk food. I pick up junk food whenever I find it. I can get it for really cheap. This is a Patriots piece. They have not been doing well since Brady left, but that's okay. This is a Vineyard Vines vest, and then right behind that is a North Face piece. So I put both of those in my basket. And you see my basket's getting pretty full. I was so excited when I found this. If you look up that item ID number, these typically sell for $35 to $40, and this thing was awesome. Unfortunately, I made a boo-boo, but I'll tell you about that later. This is how cheap things are. Pricing here is amazing. I will definitely be back here again. And just before I was going to check out, I saw this big milk crate full of dishes, and I decided to take all of that home with me for $14. Well, I am back and everything is now listed. So let me go ahead and show you everything that I picked up at this random hole-in-the-wall thrift store in Poquoson. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is this beautiful piece hung up over here. This is a piece of crewel. It's unframed. You can see here. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is all chain stitch. That is the name of the stitch used to do this piece. And it's gorgeous. It's from the 60s. It's large. So this is 3 feet by like a 1.5 feet almost. It's 17.5 inches. So it's about 3 feet by a 1.5 feet. And I mean, it looks great just hung up on a hanger, but it would be better to actually like get this framed or, you know, tack it up. I don't know, however you would want to do this. It does have one small flaw, and that is down here. It looks like there is a watermark down there. And I know it's a watermark because that was me trying to get a spot out, and I got the spot out, but then I just basically spread it around in a circle. But it's gorgeous, and I couldn't leave this behind, especially for as little as they wanted for it. And you know, this is 60 years old at this point, and I just thought it was too beautiful to leave behind. So I picked this up happily. Hopefully someone else will find it as beautiful as I do. The other piece is this Laura Ashley dress. This is a US size 12, and it is brand new with tax. Original price was $158. This is from like the 90s Y2K era. It is 100% velvet. It has this beautiful beadwork down here at the bottom where all these little rosettes. Then it actually goes around a little bit to the back as well. I did my best to put it on Karen, but as I've mentioned before, Karen is a size 6, and this is basically twice the size of Karen. But I did my best, and I put all the keywords in it. Hopefully it'll sell. I do have another Laura Ashley dress as well, and that also hasn't sold, but both of them have gotten a lot of interest so far. I don't know. I don't know why. Laura Ashley makes some absolutely gorgeous stuff. The 80s like puff sleeve needle cord pieces, the super cottagecore pieces, those have sold really well for me. But I will still pick it up and hope for the best. It's got a lot of things going for it. It's velvet, which is still on trend. It's black, so we got the goth. Dark Academia, it's vintage from the 90s, Y2K era, and it's new with tags, so we're gonna hope. Another beautiful vintage piece I found as actually union made. This is from the 70s. It is a tiny mini skirt. Now this actually would have been a set, but I could not find the other piece. So I only found the skirt. Again, this would be like an extra small, like a size 02 size, but it's so cute. It is a plaid houndstooth, and like I said, it's union made, so it's union made in the USA. It has a side zip. These are fake pockets. We're sad about that, but I just saw this hanging up and I definitely had to pick this up because it's so cute, and it's 100% wool, and it's union made in the USA. You know, it checked off all those boxes for me. Also, it was pretty inexpensive, so that helped too. This is something that I am sad that I cannot wear because this is like exactly what I was talking about. Like I'm one day going to find a beautiful, cozy, like big, fluffy green cardigan to wear, and this would have been it. It's got the great shawl collar. It's really long. It has patch pockets. It fits actually really well. The reason why I cannot wear this is because this actually has Angora in it, and I am very allergic to rabbits, in which case I will have to like wash my hands after I'm done filming this because I will start having my throat close up and become puffy. But that's just a personal issue. But Angora is a great material if you're not allergic to it. It is something that people search out for. It gives this like fuzzy, cozy kind of aesthetic to it. But I saw this. It did need some sweater shaving around the arms holes where the Angora had bunched up. But it is now ready for a new home, and I hope someone who's not allergic will purchase this and give it a great home. This is J. Jill, and it is a size small, but it's an oversized, cozy size small. So like I said, I tried it on and then immediately started getting really itchy. And I was like, oh, let me look at the fabric content. I was like, no, no. So yeah, but I am hoping that someone will love that, and almost there. So you guys saw me pick up a milk crate of black glassware. And this is Arc France's Octime, because it's 8 sizes, because it's 8 sides, and an octagon has 8 sides. And so that is what this is. Now, the bowls, there are 10 of them. They are in amazing shape. They do have some scratches on the bottom from silverware, but the plates have hard water cloudiness that I cannot get out. I tried soaking them in vinegar. I even tried to do a test of Peak and Barkeeper's Friend, and it's not happening. So I just disclosed that. Also some of the mugs have some iridescence as well from hard water, but not all of them do. So I cost $14 for the entire basket of stuff, or the milk crate of stuff. So even if I just sell the bowls, I will make a profit because the bowls, like I said, are in great shape. Nothing had chips or cracks to it, so maybe someone will just want it because it's very goth. Someone I think will want these, and if not, it didn't cost that much, and I'm willing to give it a try. I also had 4 mugs already from this set that I had found from a previous shopping experience that had been in my death pile. So it was actually a great, I actually was able to list like 4 things from my death pile that were part of this set because I had more items that made it so I actually listed the set. So these are all listed. It's a multi-variation listing. I have had people ask me like, how do you do that? You basically have to make the entire listing like you're not going to do a variation listing. Just do the entire listing like you're listing one item, okay? So set everything up, and then instead of posting it, you hit save draft, okay? You then have to open that draft back up, and then the variation option will suddenly appear. But you have to save it first and then make it come back up. And then 90% of the time, that option will be there. But you have to complete the listing like you're just listing one item before it'll let you do the variation. It's frustrating, and I don't know how else to help you all with that, but that's how I do it. Again, it's only 90% of the time does that option show up, so I have to like keep saving it until it shows up. I don't know. You all know how eBay is sometimes, and it's frustrating sometimes. But clothes. This is a North Face. This is a shawl collar, and this is a women's medium. It's a nice gray. This does fit me. It's very cozy and warm. It's a little bit too tight in the shoulders for me to wear comfortably, but it is cute. So I definitely picked that up. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is this cute little kids mushroom coin bank. Now, I had originally thought that this was Wedgwood and Beatrix Potter because it was next to that and it was an empty box. So I'm guessing when they donated stuff got mixed up. But this is not Wedgwood, it is not Beatrix Potter. This is English Staffordshire. And it's cute little mushroom kids bank. There's that, and it has the original stopper. It doesn't have any chips or cracks, and it still has cute little animals all around it. It's just an adorable little mushroom bank, and while I am sad that it is not Beatrix Potter and it is not Wedgwood, it's still a mushroom bank, and it's still super cute, and it still sells pretty well. So I am not upset. I know, Moxie, I was disappointed too. I'm not upset that I spent $5 on this because I'm still going to make roughly the same amount of profit. It's just a different brand. So the more you know. I also found these. This is a coaster set. And it's got all of the coasters on it, which, you know, normally when I see these at thrift stores, like, it looks like this. Like one of them is missing. But they're all there and they're all in great shape. I think this is just really cute. It's a nice little coaster set. This is from 1970. I should actually put that in the listing. I did not realize that it actually says on the bottom. I didn't even look at that. It says copyright 70. Whoops. All right, well, I'll fix that listing and it'll be fixed up here before I post this video. But yeah, it's cool. 1970 coaster set. That's awesome. I also picked up, I promise there are 2 of these. This is a pair of Cole Haans. This is a size women's 9.5. This is a patent leather penny loafer. Again, I promise there's a pair. These are the ones that do have the Nike Air. And these ones honestly look like they were worn maybe once or twice and then never again. So I picked these up again because the shoes actually were really inexpensive. And, you know, it's a decent size and it's a classic style. So hopefully someone will want these. I also saw this, and teenage Bob was not going to leave it behind because I'm pretty sure that 90% of the Delia's catalogs when they came in the mail got circled when I was a teenager, and I never got any of it because it's too expensive. But this is from the 90s. This is made in the USA, and it is a deep V cardigan, and it is metallic. This nice little chunky metallic knit. So teenage Bob could not leave this behind. I think actually this fits me. It is a size small, but this is an oversized small. which was rare for Delia's. That was pretty much the early 90s, is like super early 90s is when they had the oversized stuff. Yeah, so this fits me, and I am not a small lady. So yeah, so this fits great, actually. I should not have tried this on. No. Let me take this off real quick. But yeah, I saw this and was like, oh, that brings some memories, so I picked that up. I also showed in the video footage from the store that there was this amazing LL Bean piece that you should be on the lookout for. Whenever I see that, I get really excited because it's like $30 to $40 like modern LL Bean piece. And unfortunately, that LL Bean piece had some Burt's Bees chapstick in it, and I did not know that when I put it in the wash and then in the dryer. So I ruined not only the LL Bean piece that the beeswax was in, but also multiple other pieces from this shopping trip. So a total of 4 items I'm redonating because I tried multiple ways to get stuff out of them. 2 pieces I was able to save. 1 piece I've just added to my own closet, this Neff piece here. I've added to my own closet. Here, I'll show you actually. So this I've added to my own closet. It is the child, or Grogu as he's now known, because this is before he got a name. But down here at the bottom, you can see some wax staining down there at the bottom. So some of it has come out because I've worn this multiple times by now. So I'm hoping after a few more wears, maybe all the oil will come out of it, but the other pieces, they were toasted. So a couple of pieces I was able to get some of the wax out, and they're fine now. They have no staining, but the other pieces are too far gone, and I don't feel like trying to wash them on repeat like a dozen more times. It's just, I messed up. I now know I need to check all the pockets. I'm normally really good about checking pants pockets. I actually didn't realize that that piece had pockets in it. So I made a mistake, and the things that I'm listing to make up for that mistake, I am listing this, which is a piece from the Giant Vintage Haul. This is from the 70s. This is John Mayer, not this to be confused with the singer. It is a cream polyester puff sleeve with a ruffle collar and ruffle cuffs, semi-sheer, but it's now listed and hopefully somebody will want this. This is something from my friend Donna. She gifted me a whole bunch of stuff to list from her parents because her parents are moving, so they cleaned out a bunch of stuff. This is a brand new Jesus book. I don't know anything about it. There were 2 books. This one was new and the other one had been read, so the other one I donated. But this one, because it's brand new, I went ahead and listed it. I also, again, because I messed up 4 pieces, I showed you 2 items that I have listed to make up for that. I also finally got around to listing these belt buckles that I have had forever and just have not listed. It's the Anheuser-Busch one and the US Navy one. Both of these I picked up at an estate sale. So these finally got listed as well to make up for the 4 pieces that I messed up. So this, just like with the other beautiful embroidered piece, I saw this and could not leave it behind. This is a bell pull. It is a vintage embroidered bell pull with pussy willow. That is the type of plant that the cardinals, all male cardinals for some reason, are perching on. I don't know why there are no ladies here, but all male cardinals. And I just thought this was really pretty, and for like $4, I'm definitely going to pick this up. It has brass ends, and I did have to do a repair because there was, this part right here was missing. Right here underneath this cardinal. So I have a ton of embroidery thread from picking up a vintage fishing box. and I just haven't listed the fishing box because it's full of embroidery thread, and I thought about lotting up the embroidery thread and selling that and then selling the fishing box, but then I've used a lot of the embroidery thread because I repair stuff, so I probably won't ever get around to listing the fishing box because I'll just keep using it. But I'm really happy about that. I thought it was cute, and again, something awesome that hopefully will find a new home soon. I was really surprised to find Eileen Fisher in Pocosin. This is a awesome open knit tunic, and this is a women's size medium, I believe. Yep, women's size medium. It's black and white. It's just a great thing to like layering. This would be a good layering piece, so that way you can wear like a cami underneath and then have that over top, just to give you something. I also have this LL Bean piece. This is a women's size medium as well, and this is fleece. This is one of the items that I was able to save from the mistake that I made. So I'm really happy that I was able to get everything out of this. The sweater shaver helped immensely with that. This is a Eddie Bauer. This is a vintage Eddie Bauer cable knit sweater. This is from the 90s. Super cute. This is a petite medium. So petite medium means that the sleeves are a little bit shorter and the torso is a little bit shorter. But a really nice cable knit, and it's 100% cotton, which I love. All right, so a brand I have talked about on my channel before is Junk Food. They do a lot of reproduction band tees and sports memorabilia, and whenever I see it and I can get it for cheap, I pick it up, which I did in this instance. This is the vintage Patriots logo, and it's got the New England on both sides, both the sleeves, and it's got this little interesting tie front ruching. I mean, sports ball season is over and the Patriots did not do that well. They have not been doing that well since Brady left, but I picked this up because most of the junk food stuff does sell eventually. This is a Vineyard Vines piece. Nice little vesty vest here. And this is a size medium in the seafoam green color. I also have an extra small blue one that has been sitting for a while, so I don't know. Maybe vests aren't cool right now, or at least this style of vest, but again, things were pretty cheap at this thrift store, so I decided to just give it a try and see what happens. I also was able to save this piece from the wax. This is a Adidas Golf piece, women's size large. All of the golf stuff, I get Adidas or Nike. If I get it for really cheap, like if I get it at the Benz or if I get it in a estate sale, I will pick it up. It sells normally between the $10 to $15 range. And yeah, so this is just a basic black quarter zip, long sleeve. We're going into that spring golfing season, and that will probably move then. This is a Betsy Johnson piece. Beautiful dark floral, absolutely gorgeous. This is a women's size XL. This is like a slightly off the shoulder type of deal. Like you could wear it off the shoulder if you wanted to, or you can just pull it up, like a nice wide collar. I just thought this was gorgeous. It's got the little Betsy Johnson or Betsy XO in there with the dark rosettes. I just thought this was beautiful, so I was happy to pick that up. Another piece I saved from the wax is this Mizzen in Maine. I have never found Mizzen in Maine before for resale. That was at a price that I would want to resell it, and this is my first time, so I'm really happy about this. Thriftmas has made it so I've been able to check off a lot of items from my be on the lookout for lists that I've never found before, and this is one of them, and I was upset when I messed it up and then really happy when I was able to get all the chapstick out. So this is in great shape now, no issues, and have this up. And you guys saw that I also found 1 through 3 of James Patterson's Maximum Ride. This is a YA novel set. These are all first editions of this series, so hopefully someone will want these, but when I saw them at the thrift store, I went ahead and picked them up because the set seemed to be worth reselling. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is how much I spent in total at this thrift store, and this is how much I think I can make. But I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, bye!